I'm not sure if I was born in the wrong time or if it's just the fast pace of modern day society that is so hard on my nervous system, but there is something so calming and healing and rewarding and gratifying about doing things a little bit slower and living a little bit slower and learning to live off the land and be a little bit more self-reliant. And it really is the only way of life that I can live.
And ain't it strange that we didn't notice as a child that slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see. Living in a dry state, but we all say grace, buying liquor on a Sunday across the county lines, where the raindrops rolling off the rooftops, making the clouds stop for just a little while. Oh, slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see. Sitting on the porch steps in the town where we met, after the sun sets on a Friday night. Southern fireflies lighting up the night sky, lucky to read one more time. That slow living can be life-giving, although we might disagree. If most our lives are lived in black and white, it makes the gray so hard to see. It makes the gray so hard to see.
Astro running again. It was a distributor and it was a quick fix. I didn't even really film anything. Was kind of frustrated with all of the vehicle repairs that I've been doing the last little while, so I just put it together and got it running, and it gets that way sometimes. I had to try and get out here before, like in the early early morning before the ground gets soft, because this time of year it's like the ground's firm from now until about probably 10 or 11 a.m. and then you can see what these tracks look like. That was yesterday afternoon. It gets pretty slimy out here, but so far so good. A friend of mine was asking me about pine soda. It's meant to taste like Sprite. So let's go have a look and see if we can find some pine. This is just the top from a while back. So I'm just going to harvest this one. till got really greasy. It's kind of clay and gravel, and it's like frozen underneath and then like soft on the top, and I'm just kind of barely getting up it now. I'm spinning right all the way up that first section. I'm coming up to a fairly steep bit, so I'm hoping that it'll hold out. I'll get all the way up there. I might have to leave these logs behind. That would be pretty sad. Oh, she's gonna do it. She's gonna do it. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, it's greasy. Oh, okay. I think we're okay. That was so pretty. Now, all there is really to this process is I rinse the needles a little bit in cold water. Add some honey and some warm water, and
you can also play your favorite songs in any order, with the freedom to skip forward and backward as much as you'd like. Your audio, your control.
mix that up till it's diluted or fairly diluted. Add the pine needles, and pine is covered in natural yeast, so you don't need any starter for this soda. Top that up with water and seal it up, and keep an eye on it for 2 or 3 days. Make sure to burp the lid if it seems like it's pressurized. Okay, let's see how this looks on day 2. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. That's looking like some good juice now. That's our kestrels are back. They nest here in those big spruce trees every year, and they must have just arrived. Yay! That's so good. It's like the best feeling when all the spring birds start coming back. You know, it's starting to get real because they're so much smarter than we are. So they know that there's actually a reason to be here. That spring must really be coming. We had to clear these aspen trees to make space for the greenhouse where the new straw bale greenhouse is going to go, and so everything it still goes to use with these trees. I cut the straight bases off and we use them like these fence posts are built out of them. The frame that covers our tomatoes in the summer is built out of aspen. And even the arch that I'll show you in a sec is built from the more pliable ends, and they're also kind of just in the midst of budding, so we're also I'm going to harvest all the buds, or some of the buds at least, off of these and make some medicine with them. So try not to waste anything and use as much of what we harvest or alter on the land. I don't want any of it to go to waste.
So the end result of this medicine is what's called traditionally balm of Gilead. And all it is these balsam buds and a carrier oil, like I'm just using olive oil in this case. And it's left to infuse. I do it this way because I'm always a year or two ahead, and so I'll leave this sit in the cupboard in the dark somewhere in the pantry for probably a year or so, sometimes 2 years, and then when it's done, we actually just use it as an oil. We use it as like a massage oil, or like if you have any sore muscles, you can just massage it into yourself. Sore necks or back or whatever, and it really is a lovely medicine. And you can also put it into beeswax or add beeswax to it at the end of the process and turn it into a salve if you prefer it that way.